أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمد أما بعد فإن أحسن الكلام كلام الله وخير الحديث هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثات بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. Then to conclude today, inshallah, upon the notes that we were taking from the work of the Shaykh Abdus-Salaam Ibn Burjiss, Hafidhullah, upon the affairs or the relationship of the rulers. Then the matter that we finished upon was the matter of enjoying the good and forbidding the evil with regard to the rulers. And what is the status of enjoining good and forbidding evil? How is one to enjoin good and forbid evil? Is it fard ayn? Is it fard kifaya? Those are the matters that we discussed last time. And how much does it involve of enjoining the good and forbidding the evil? We discussed as to whether this should be done upon whom is it obligatory to do it with the sword, upon whom is it obligatory to do it with the hand, upon whom is it obligatory to do it with the tongue, upon whom is it obligatory to do it with the heart, and so on and so forth. And we mentioned some matters like this, and I think we went into a fair amount or a certain amount of detail, inshallah, upon that issue. And then we separated the matters which are done with the hand as to that which is specific for the ruler and that which is specific for the general folk. And we mentioned that some issues were only specific for the ruler, such as for the implementation of the had punishment, that this is only for the ruler. I cannot or we cannot establish the had upon someone who steals from us, whereas these are matters that are specific for the ruler. And many other matters like this. And then we mentioned those matters which are general for every one of us. Like, for example, if you see an image or a picture upon a wall and you know that it's not going to lead to a greater evil, it's permissible for you to pull it down or to deface it or whatever, and so on and so forth. And other such matters like breaking musical instruments. You don't need a khalifa over you before you see someone playing a musical instrument to break that musical instrument. And we mentioned that some of these are for the ruler, some of these are for the general folk, and some of them are for both. But one thing that we came to as a fact is that the sword, the raising of the sword, is only for the ruler. And then we mentioned the hadith and the authentication of the hadith, where the Prophet ﷺ mentioned that if any of you wants to advise the Muslim ruler, then he should not do it openly, but rather he should take his hand and go in private with him and advise him in that manner. And if the ruler accepts, then it is good, and if not, then you, by advising him, have fulfilled your right towards him. And then we mentioned briefly the narrator or the checking of this hadith and the different chains. In brief, we mentioned that, inshallah. But coming to the final conclusion that the hadith is actually sahih and authentic. And we mentioned many of the references with regard to that. So today, there's I'll just go straight into it. But Imam al-Tirmidhi, rahimahullah, reports in his Sunan, hadith number 2225. Imam Tirmidhi in his Sunan, hadith number 2225, in the chapter of trials and tribulations. He brings the hadith that Bundar narrated to us, Abu Dawood narrated to us, Humayd ibn Mihran narrated to us, from Sa'ad ibn Aus, from Ziyad ibn Qusayb al-Adawi, who said, I was with Abu Bakr beneath the mimbar of Ibn Amir, who was giving a khutbah whilst he was wearing fine clothing. So Abu Bilal said, look at our Amir, look at our Amir, wearing the clothes of the wicked. Look at our leader, that he is wearing the clothes of the wicked ones, because he was giving, Ibn Amir was giving a khutbah wearing very fine clothes. So Abu Bilal said, who was the narrator of the hadith, he said, look at our Amir wearing the clothes of the wicked. So Abu Bakr said, shut up. I heard Allah's Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam say, whoever dishonors Allah's appointed ruler on the earth, then Allah will disgrace him. And that's the end of the hadith, that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, whoever dishonors Allah's appointed ruler on the earth, then Allah will disgrace him. So Abdus-Salaam Ibn Burjiss says, this as support is reported by Ibn Abi Asim in his As-Sunnah. Ibn Abi Asim, in As-Sunnah, volume 2, 492, and the hadith is declared Hasan by Shaykh Al-Albani in his As-Sahiha, where he will discuss the chain, volume 5, 376. And Shaykh Muhammad Salih Ibn Uthaymeen Hafizahullah says in his Maqasidul Islam, page 393, after affirming that advising the rulers is to be done in secret and quoting the proofs for that, including this hadith, he then said, so if speaking about the ruler in his absence or advising him publicly and broadcasting that is from dishonoring, which Allah has made the threat that He will disgrace the one doing it, then there is no doubt that what we have mentioned, that i.e. advising the ruler in secret, must be observed by the one who is able to advise him, or to advise them, from those scholars who enter upon them, or accompany them, and who are the ones able to benefit them with advice, as is not the case with others than them. Until he said, and before I continue, so just to recap what the Shaykh is saying, Ibn Uthaymeen, Hafizahullah, that speaking about the ruler in his absence and broadcasting that is from dishonoring, for which Allah has made the threat that He will disgrace the one who dishonors the ruler by publicly broadcasting their faults. And then he says, then there is no doubt that what we have mentioned, i.e. that you should advise the ruler in secret, that this must be done by the one who is able to do so. And who is able to do so? He says that the one who is able to do so is the the scholars who can enter upon the ruler. And then other than the scholar, it is not befitting, for he is not able, for the scholar is the one who is able to talk to the ruler and to advise him correctly. And other than the scholar, it is not upon him because he doesn't have the ability. Until the Shaykh said, so openly opposing the ruler, openly opposing the ruling in things not essential from the deen, and criticizing him for that in gatherings, in mosques, in newspapers, and in places where speeches are given, etc., then that is not sincere advice at all. So do not be deceived by those who do it, even with good intentions, since it is contrary to the practice of the Salafus Salih, those whom we are to follow, and Allah is the one to guide you. Imam Ahmad Ibn Hanbal reports in his Musnad, volume 4, 382, he says, Abu Nadr narrated to us, Al-Hashraj Ibn Nabata Al-Absi of Kufa narrated to us, Sa'id Ibn Jamhan narrated to me, saying, I came to Abdullah Ibn Abi Awfa, who was the steward of Basra, and I greeted him with salam. And he said to me, who are you? So I replied, I am Sa'id Ibn Jamhan. He said, what happened to your father? I said, the Azariqa killed him. And the Azariqa were a sect of the Khawarij, killed him. He said, Allah's curse be upon the Azariqa, the sect of the Khawarij. Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam narrates to us that they are the dogs of the fire. He said, I said, is that just the Azariqa or all of the Khawarij? He said, rather all of the Khawarij. He said, then I said, but the ruler oppresses the people and does so and so to them. He said, so he took hold of my hand and squeezed them tightly with his hand, and then said, woe to you, O Ibn Jumhan, stick to the main body, Aswadul Azam, the main body. And then he said it again, stick to the main body. If the ruler will listen to you, then go to him in his home and inform him of what you know. So either he will accept it from you, or if not, then leave him alone, since you are not better knowing than he is. That's the end of the quote. Al-Haythami said in his Al-Majma', volume 5, 230, it is reported by Ahmad and Tabarani, and Ahmad's narrators are reliable, of the narration that we just quoted about the ruler, that when the man, he said that the ruler oppressed, the companion said, so he took hold of my hands and squeezed them tightly. So he said, woe unto you, and so on and so forth. That this narration is reported by Ahmad and Tabarani, and Ahmad's narrators are reliable. And it is declared Hasan by Shaykh Al-Albani in Zilalul Jannah fi Takhrij Sunnah, volume 2, 523. Imam Al-Bukhari in his volume 9 English translation, page 170. Imam Al-Bukhari, volume 9 English translation, page 170.